Well, good evening, everyone. I'm coming to you live from Green Tree Country Club, where tonight the Double T Varsity Club, it's made up of former Texas Tech athletes, lettermen actually. They're meeting here, and actually as of July 1st, it is called the Double T Varsity Club, and it's now a part of the athletic department. And I'm going to be joined now by the director of the club, Mr. Rodney Allison, former Texas Tech Red Raider football player. Now, Rodney, how important is it for the former athletes to be involved in the department?
Well, number one, we were one of the very few schools in the country that did not have our letter winners association inside the athletic department for budget reasons, for support reasons, and to have your ex-players back and associated with your program is critical. Not only to tell them how much you appreciate what they did for Texas Tech, but to get them involved with games, with everything involved with the program. And I'm not talking about just the men. I mean, this is the women, volleyball. This is the 6,000 ex-Texas Tech athletes that are out there.
That is quite a number, and of course, the big news this summer was some of those former athletes becoming coaches. Of course, I'm talking about Cliff Kingsbury. And how excited is the alumni group to have those former players becoming coaches at Texas Tech?
Well, no, from ex-players deal, it's important, to have the very best coach you can get in there, but then to have one of your own that's actually played, at Texas Tech, that's very, very special. And Cliff came into a time where there was some turbulence within our fan base and our ex-players, as far as to Mike Leach, to Tommy Tuberville, and to get Cliff in here at this point in time to reunite this fan base and this Letterman's group is, I think is critical for future success at Texas Tech.
All right, well, Ronnie, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, Tech kicks off on August 30th against SMU. And speaking of football now, we're going to go into our two-a-days coverage. We're going to feature the Coahoma Bulldogs tonight. And the Bulldogs last year's season was definitely disappointing for them as they posted a very lackluster 2-8 mark. And now, well, they're very young. The good news is the junior varsity went 9-1 last year, and a lot of that talent is moving on up.
We're going to be very young, lots of sophomores and juniors. Our senior class is pretty small. We lost a big bunch last year. And for example, our offensive line, the entire thing graduated. So there's one guy in the offensive line who's ever taken a varsity snap there. We're going to get to do a lot of coaching, but we're going to have a lot of mistakes early. And it's kind of one of those things, and we're going to stay on their tails about it a little bit, but we realize going in that we've got a learning curve we've got to get through.
Well, now to six-man and the Rankin Red Devils, who again had a great regular season last year, rattling off a 9-game win streak and going undefeated in district. But again, they could not capture that elusive state title. This season, Kevin Ray takes over the reins as the head Red Devil, and he's really ready to get things going.
I know that I've been told a lot about the class that just exited out of here. They have been the core for this school for the last 3 years, and so I think that there are some expectations that we might not be as good, but I see a lot of talent and potential out there.
And of course, August 30th, that's the big night, the first night of Friday Night Football, as well as Texas Tech's first game. So we'll make sure to keep you updated with all the news in high school and Tech football. Well, there's more coming up at CBS 7 News at 6. Stay with us.